The morning was warm and clear at Yokota Air Base near Tokyo, Japan. A C-141 Starlifter, a huge jet transport and one of the prime workhorses of the Military Airlift Command, stood waiting and ready on the apron like a monstrous winged whale. The cargo was secure, the aircraft commander and crew were ready for departure, but the plane's crew door stood open, and its powerful engines remained cold and silent. Sergeant Al Reed, loadmaster for the flight, stood in the crew door and kept glancing toward the terminal, nervously checking his watch, looking inside the vast cargo compartment of the plane, checking his watch again, then looking again toward the terminal, his expression grim, his fingers nervously drumming. Meanwhile, inside the aircraft, another loadmaster, Sergeant Max Baker, hastily stowed a bundle behind some shipping crates before anyone else could notice. Then, after drawing a deep breath to relax, he returned to the crew door to join Al. By this time, Al was getting so jumpy his behavior could have easily attracted attention. Max came close and said in a low voice, "Hey, Al, buddy, you're supposed to look normal. Relax." "We're running late, Max. What's taking Griffith so long?" "He'll get here. Don't worry. We're increasing our risks the longer we wait. If we don't get moving right away, there won't be enough daylight when we—" Max's firm grip on Al's arm made him halt in mid-sentence. Max's eyes carried the clear and very firm message, "Button your lip." Al looked down at his feet, drew a deep breath, and tried to calm himself. Max kept a tight hold on his arm as he said, "I have my tools on board, all set. How about you?" Al nodded. "All ready. What do you think?" The security boys didn't seem to notice. "Smooth as silk so far. Nobody suspects a thing." "So what's the holdup in the schedule?" Probably Air Force red tape. You know how that is." "What if somebody found out something?" Max gave Al a commanding look right in the eyes. "They're going to catch on for sure if you don't ease up." Just then Al saw what he'd been looking for. "Hey, there he is!" Both men looked across the apron toward the loading terminal to see Colonel William Griffith, a tall and lean officer in his 40s, standing just outside the security gate with 3 other people, obviously civilians. A tall, strong-looking gentleman in a business suit, and 2 teenaged children, a young man and a young lady. The young lady, a beautiful blonde girl, had some luggage which Griffith picked up to carry for her. "Oh, great," said Al. No, it's a mistake. It has to be," said Max. "Come on, you've got eyes in your head, Max. Griffith's bringing a civilian passenger aboard." "But it might be a mix-up. This is supposed to be a security flight." As they watched, Colonel Griffith shook hands with the gentleman and the young man and began to escort the young lady through the security gate and across the apron toward the Starlifter. "So what do we do now?" whispered Al. "Everything," said Max with cold eyes. "Exactly the same. Come on, let's get working." The 2 loadmasters returned to their duties aboard the vast transport and managed to look occupied and normal enough when Griffith boarded the plane, escorting the young girl. "Gentlemen," said Griffith, and the 2 men gave him their undivided attention. "This is Miss Lila Cooper. She'll be hitching a ride with you back to the States." Griffith went through the introductions, and Lila shook each man's hand. "Be sure to make her comfortable." Just then, some 5 feet above them, the door to the flight deck opened, and a handsome black officer leaned out and saluted. "Oh, is this the passenger?" Griffith introduced them. "Lila, this is Lieutenant Isaac Jameson, the co-pilot." Lieutenant Jameson stepped quickly down the short ladder and extended his hand. "Welcome aboard, Miss Cooper. We're just finishing our pre-flight, so as soon as we're all ready, I'll take you up to the flight deck and introduce you to the rest of the crew." 13-year-old Lila Cooper was comforted by the kindness in the lieutenant's eyes. His warmth seemed to be the only thing truly inviting about this big aircraft. From where she stood near the door, the Starlifter looked like a long, tunnel-shaped warehouse full of crates, heavy equipment, and numerous pallets of goods covered with cargo netting, all firmly strapped to the deck for the flight home.